Sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. You tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, go ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Little tongue, no sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gonna need ministers, I ain't many them. Enemies. They want you just to envy, let them see. I'm the first to say it now, it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes, these people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they think I'm close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends, I walk alone. I see both sides of all the titles, you need to grow. But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're a generation child. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to touch me for the flower. My God, oh God, this is on the God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here the champions. We're doing numbers. Bringing our victory straight out the window. I'm at the plug and shoes to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none of us. We doing numbers. Getting in the building, taking it over. I'm proud of my niggas. I just pulled up in the state with my son. I blew up, I'm still. Last minute, I went niggas. Call the police. Bring the you know, still some bad, look better. TGOD, you know that's a gang. After the game. We going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get the wars when we get it. I'm shooting my shot, must have I was scoring. Do this for my city. I show feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions. Here Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing our victory straight out the window. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none of us. We doing numbers. Getting in the building, taking it over. Like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down all the trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you a true. My hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGO, you got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for rings.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we got a great matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down. Back Eagles' own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Nakobe Dean. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hot 7, roll.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Okay, great. 19 Lions.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And
that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
60 bucks, yeah, 60 bucks, drop 60, drop 60. Come back in, come back in. 18 rattle, 18 rattle.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On play action, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Eagles 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
18, pioneer. Hey, check that, street. Big Lion. Ready.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Check pass.
They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Seven Pirates. Dixie Maverick.
Back to throw again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with the walls for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown. First half. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hurt, hurt. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Go check, go check. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19.
Here's Hurts to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Head the street, head the street. Hey, smash Broncos. Check contact, check contact.
Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Down inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, check that, street.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
60 Eagles, 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels. Big Lion. 3.
On first down, Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1918. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Pioneer. Panther 11. Warrior 17.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. They'll throw now on the final play. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Third. Right there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
Go check.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Hey, left front check, Bobcat. Unlock line. No, read, go. Check, hurt.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
Eagles 14.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Come back in. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 18. High in. Ready.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
19 strike. 19 strike.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
19 Wyatt. Back in 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On second and goal, Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to Robinson now on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Robinson with another carry. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.